Hello techies, welcome to the day 14 of my 100 days coding challenge in JavaScript. And today I'm talking about arrays. First, what are arrays? Arrays are a fundamental data type in JavaScript and in most programming language. An array is an ordered collection of values, and each value is called an element, and each element has a numeric position in the array, which is known as indexed. The array method is used for a variety of things. Let's take for example, I want to store the favorite food of my users, or I want to have an array that is containing different types of fruits so my customers can pick from any fruits. Maybe they want orange or whatever. So I'll just come here, I'll create an array. This array can even be storing what my customer has already picked. So I'm going to create an array containing different types of fruits. Probably that's what my customer picked. First, I'll declare a variable, name it fruit. Notice how I'm using a meaningful name. I'm not using f or whatever. So I'm going to initialize this to the array bracket. So this is how to initialize an array. Then inside the bracket, I'm going to put the different types of fruits and in a string, because this will be a string data type. You can put any data type like a boolean, number data type. Any kind of data type is accepted in an array. So I'm going to put pineapple and then mango. Okay. Then my next element will be mango. There are console.log fruit, and then you notice how this will be displayed in our console. So what we did here is that we declared a variable, named it fruit, then initialized the array literals, which is the bracket holding the element in it. The element is a string kind of data type. So we're going to console.log fruit, go to our console, and we'll see that in the console, we're going to have the whole array and their index, and the length will be there. The length is 3, obviously, because we have three string elements in the array. So if we expand this, you see that the index starts with 0 and the length is 3. So if we don't want to see all this, we just want to know the length of this array, all we have to do is say fruit.length of the element. So go to our console, and then you see that the length is 3. And this is true because our array is containing 3 string elements. So we could decide to first map out the first element using the indexed value. And the index will start from 0 because each element in an array starts with 0 as its index. So you see that we have orange. And this is how we map things here. You can use the index to map out everything in the array, all the objects in the array. Like I have said earlier, we can store different data type in an array. For example, I'm going to take this out, or just add number data type in this array, and we'll still get everything. We'll still get to see everything in the array. So just add 10, 12, then the string. Go to our console, and we still get to see. Oh, this is giving us the first element. Okay, we just take this index out, and we still get to see everything in the array. If I expand, you see that it's been arranged from 0 to the last thing in the array. So you see that we can even add a boolean, add any kind of data type to this array, and we still get to be able to map them out if we want to. We still get to access everything in the array. If I take this out and just initialize the array without an object in it, I'll go to our console. You're going to see that this is no longer, the type of is no longer object, it's now array, because there is no object inside. So we can just simply say that an array is an object in JavaScript. So these are the prototypes, like the properties. You can come here and use the dot notation to get this. Anytime you use the square brackets to initialize an array, these comes up by default. So you get to see them by default. They comes with JavaScript. They comes with the array. They are inherent. So we're going to see this in the next class anyways. So these are the properties that are defined. Now I'm going to add an object inside this array and show you how we can either reassign a new value or a new object to this array and add to it. So I'm going to change this to gadget because this is a gadget formation. We have phone, Samsung, amounts, and I'm using a boolean to indicate if it's being paid for or not. So the other one is having false, the first one is having true. So the console, I'll change this to gadget. Go to our console and we'll see the information there. So this is the customer's order. You see that we have different. When I hover, you're seeing phone, string, number, boolean. That's the data type that we have in this array. Now I'm going to reassign a new value to this array. There's a new object to the array. I'm going to call the variable the array, then add the object. I'm just going to copy from this, then change the value of each property. So I'll just name this itel, change the amount, probably leave the boolean, that's the true. Okay, so I'll just change this. And if we go to our console, you see that this is a new value too. This is the only value there. This is reassignment. We are not adding to the array, we are just assigning a new array rather. Okay, so we can add rather than just remove. So change this to 3. We're using the index. Oh, this is giving 4. No, we are supposed to have 3, 0, 1. Okay, this is supposed to be 2. And this is because the index starts with 0, so each element starts with 0, 1, 2, just like that. So here we have 3 in it. Index starts with 0, 1, 2. So altogether is 3. It's indicated there. So this is it for array. This is it for introduction of array. The important thing to note here is that an array is a data structure that we use to represent a list of items. So here is a list of items. We could say that this is a customer's order. So this is what array basically does. In the next class, we're going to talk about the properties, that's the prototypes. We're going to see how to delete, how to push, and all that. So bye techies.